was thinking, out of the books that I own right now, out of all the comics that I have right now, what would I consider to be my top 5? So I come up with a top 5 list, and I gotta say that, honestly, I feel like any of these books could have gone in any order in the top 5, and it would have been appropriate. I feel like any one of these books could have been number 1. Also, 4 out of 5 are, they have signatures on them. So, you know, I'm excited about the list. Now, honorable mention goes to ASM number 1. It is signed by John Romita Jr. I got this signed at Heroes Con. There's the ticket that I had. But yeah, honorable mention. I actually like this this run. I like the art. The art is not the best, but I enjoy it though. So, but yeah, honorable mention goes right here to Amazing Spider-Man number 1. Now, my number 5. I mentioned that 4 out of the 5 books are signed. Number 5, it's not signed. But you know what? That's fine. Deadpool number 1, the first ever Deadpool run. So this would be my top 5. I'm really wanting to get this signed, and I feel like the day that comes, it will probably shoot up to be my number 1. But you know, I was at my LCS, Heroes Aren't Hard to Find, and you know, I was looking through the boxes, the back issues, and boom, this popped out. I was like, yeah, that's going home. That's definitely going home with me. So Deadpool number 1 is my number 5, probably only because it's not signed. That could change though, hopefully, we'll see. So my number 4, it has a sentimental value because I have a vague memory of that day. It has a very historical reference. You know, it's the day that nobody can forget where they were, what they were doing, the moment the news dropped. And of course, I'm sure everybody probably realizes that I'm talking about 9/11. So Marvel came out with this book, A Moment of Silence, and it was, you know, all of these different creators pitched in on it. Now, if you watch my previous video where I'm, you know, touring, showing Heroes Con or whatever, there is a video in there where I have Mark Bagley signing this. So it would be amazing if I could get everyone to sign this though. But pretty much because of the historical reference and everything, that's why this is so high for me out of all of the books I own. So yeah, A Moment of Silence, signed by Mark Bagley. Yeah, now my number 4. Now my number 3, you know, Deadpool's my guy, so this should be no surprise. But Deadpool number 1, the Scotty Young run with the Unknown Comics variant. But yeah, Scotty Young signed it right here. So I love the cover, man. I'm a big fan of what Unknown Comics does. I love a lot of their stuff that they do, or that they have. So yeah, so this to me, again, this made sense. Scotty Young number 1 run of Deadpool. Yeah, there's the back, the Unknown Comics. So yeah, that's my number 3. Now, number 2 is Secret Wars number 1. It is the Second and Charles variant. You know, and I just love this. And Jonathan Hickman, he signed it right here. And I know it's going to be kind of hard to see because for some reason, you know, using a black Sharpie, he signed in probably one of the darkest parts of the book. I wish he would have done it right here. But yeah, Jonathan Hickman signed it right there. And, yeah. Secret Wars #1, Second and Charles variant cover. So this is my number 2. All right, now my number 1. My number 1 has a lot of sentimental value. Not necessarily because of the book itself, but the experience that I had with getting the book. Another book that I got at Heroes Con. Breed was there, Bobby Breed, and he had a booth and he was selling Miles Morales Spider-Man number 25, and it's the Rob Liefeld variant. Of course, Deadpool, that's a big that's a big plus for me on the cover, but for me it was more so the experience that I had. So Breed, man, he's a very approachable, friendly guy, man, and he's there. I really felt like he was there as a fan. Of course, yeah, he's there working. He's there to, make money and whatnot. Whatever the reason is, but it's a business trip for him. But he didn't make it feel that way. He made it feel like I was talking to another fan at the convention. And, I went there, I met him, I talked to him probably for about a good 15-20 minutes solid, easily. And he didn't mind at all. He met my wife. My wife had to go to work, so I was like, hey man, the next day, I think on Saturday, I was like, man, I'm gonna come back and see you tomorrow. Go back and see him. He remembered me. He absolutely remembered me, asked me how my wife was, if my wife was there with us or with me. So, just the whole experience, man, I can't say enough good about him. And it was that alone that made me a huge fan of his. And, of course, he did sign it. He personalized it to me, and he signed it. But, yeah, man, this is something great, man. So, there's my top 5 books that I own right now. If my house was to burn down and I'm gonna grab comics, those would be the ones that I grab first. So now, hopefully that never happens, of course. Jeez, negative. But with that being said, man, I would love to know your top 5 that you own. Any order, if you want to put them in order, that'd be even awesome too. So that's it, man. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, what is this saying? Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm getting new to this. But yeah, see you guys on the flip side.